What's good, YouTube? Different Gamer here. We have...
Johnson Mitchell Griggs.
And what did you do today, my man?
I got first place at the Greenville Regional of 396 people. It was super, super fun. Very fun. I live here, so I don't lose at Greenville.
He got the deck box. He got the playmat too, but he don't have the playmat.
I immediately gave it to my friend. I gave it to my friend immediately.
Y'all heard it? Humble.
Yeah, I got to. I promised him I would if he came out.
And the deck you piloted today?
Sir, you already know it, baby. Purrely, best deck. Fun fact about this playmat and field center. Every single opponent that I played was just like, oh, it'd be really funny if you were playing Purrely. I'm like, yeah, haha, that'd be great. Anyway, normal summon Lily. So that was super funny. But yeah, man, this stuff, it was super fun. This deck's awesome. I think it's really good. Unchained is a shitty deck for shitty people. That's about it, really. Other than that, we get to the main. 41 cards in the main deck, by the way. This is, it's 41, man. It sucks. It was terrible. Don't do that. But I made a lot of mistakes with this deck, but we'll get to those. We have 3 Lily. This card's great. Best normal summon. Also 3 My Friend. People are bad, by the way, at this game. They don't realize that going second, you always switch a normal summon off this if you don't have one. Like, you can't, here's the thing. You don't switch a spell with this if you don't have a normal, because then the normal just brings out what you do. It's dumb. It's stupid. These are the best starters you can have, and that's always when you want to draw, because they're the only 1-card combos in the deck that ends on the sleepy. That's not even a 1 card, that just ends on set trap card. Awesome. Woo. And then you got 3 sleepy, 3 pretty. I mean, these are the starters you can do in the draw phase. Never did that once, by the way.
Really?
I always played into draw the whole time, because you'll see why in the deck, but the game ones, no one's gonna be maining draw if they're past round 2, so you don't really care. Fun fact about sleepy, no one knew this had the battle effect. There was a time that I was going into time versus Unchained, and going time he has 4K, I have 75 left. His board is the dog with 3K, and then the link forward 3K. Yeah. And he goes battle phase, swing with it, and as he goes battle phase, time is called, and it happens. I'm like, great. He goes swing for a game. Well, you're under sleepy right now, but that's unfortunate. But yeah, then that's insane. Pretty take effect is the most broken part of the deck. Legitimately, that's how you break boards. It's ridiculous. 3 prosperity. I'm gonna be the one guy in a deck profile that says this card should not be banned. It should be limited. Yeah, the targets, it's dumb, man. It's prosperity. There's nothing to say there. 3 white cat. Fun fact: if you normal special this and you miss out the first 2, if you pet it and say "good kitty," the 3rd one will hit. That's how you do it. I know, right? That's true. I did that 5 times today. It was real nice, real nice. And then 3 happy. I would always reveal 3 off my friend and add the rare card to disrespect them. And then you have 1. You have 1 delicious. I didn't hard draw this all day. I didn't hit this off my friend all day. Really? It was in my deck. Half the time it wasn't even there. It's like I was running 9 quick plays. It was amazing, fantastic.
That is awesome.
3 stray. If you're not playing street, you ain't playing the game. That's all I'm saying. This card is insane right now. It protects from literally every deck in the game. Your worst matchup's Rescue Ace. You just activate this and you go, and that's it. Thank you so much. We got 3 Ash. This card was great. We got 3 Nib. This card was not. This card, I rated this one game the entire regional, and it lost me that game. So and even post side, I sided it out every game. It's terrible. It should have been Book of Eclipse, but we learn from our mistakes and we keep going forward. Then the best card in my deck, and probably the reason I won the whole regional, was 3 Fenrir. There are a lot of dumbasses that play Purrely that play 3 Crossout instead of this card. It's terrible. Stop. Just stop. This outs everything in the game that you need it to, including more. It's engine, it's a target for happy and delicious. If you draw it with just those 2, it's amazing. You get free card advantage, and no one's playing draw right now in the main, so you can just spam that shit and just be like, at Fenrir. That's the game. It's super nice.
That's crazy.
Love that card. It's amazing. And then the actual reason I run was 3 Thrust and 3 Tactics. Yeah, these are the best cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! I will say there are a lot of decks that try and run this, like the Fur Hire Runic deck, or Lab, or random decks like that don't run Zeus. And I think that's the best play you can do this format is Tactics take their Xyz, their Caesar, or Cashier Monster. I played that at the final round. That's crazy. Or do that and then make a Zeus. And if you can't do that, then it'd be so much weaker, because it just threatens a bunch of stuff.
And can you repeat that? What did you play in the final round?
Round 9, I played the X1 Cashier player.
Yeah,
and I lost game 2 to Anti-Spell, B-Berry, Ash Blossom. But we can.
Dang.
We can't talk about that. But yeah, those are the cards. They're amazing. And then the 1 trap card. Don't play Shirley. You're bad if you play Shirley. That's the main deck. 41 cards. Moving forward, just cut the nibs for 2 eclipses. That's literally it. That's what I got to change.
Gotcha.
Extra deck is pretty standard now, but I mean, I cut like one card that people play. 2 Beauty, 2 Happy. The second one never came up. The second one came up once, but it didn't matter because I won the game. 1 Plump. This card is ridiculous. I would literally play this at 2 instead of this, but even though it doesn't come up, just because it looks better. This card's worth $30. It sucks. I don't know why. 2 Noir. Definitely 2 CRs, not 1 Super. Something cool about this card though, if you do it with the trap card, a lot of people think that like if you make this card off the trap card, you have to make a Zeus on top of it. You really don't. Like at this point, or like else it goes away in the end phase, you really don't. It's there as a material for like a pretty as a take, or just to sit there, or to get a more draw. I remember a lot of people are afraid to detach the level 1 off this too. I did this a lot today, where they're afraid to detach the level 1, but I think you normally end this with 7 materials. If you do that and then you detach 2, you want to get rid of the level 1 and keep your sleepy. Because what I did over the course of the game is by keeping it, you can just keep it as a draw engine, where you just draw 3 every draw phase, where you just attach all your sleepies off the street, and just keep drawing up. It's really nice, because that's the thing, if they kaiju it, if they Kurikara it, it's fine, because they can't use the effect anyway.
Yeah.
So it's just there as a draw thing, and just it's another target for my friend. I really like it a lot. It's where it's like, you can just keep it, or you can tribute it off for some stuff. 1 Slacker, never made it. 1 Downer, never made it. The best prosperity targets this entire day. And then 2 Zeus, the actual best prosperity targets. I made this card once, and it did not do anything. This card it's amazing. Obviously, in theory, you have to play it, and I don't know why, but like the engines are so strong, you really don't need it. And I think that Pack was right when he said that when you make Zeus in the deck, it's an absolute last resort. I would literally never make Zeus to clear a board unless I had nothing on board and nothing in hand. Like it's good. Obviously, it's great, but you don't need it. The engine's strong enough to not being enforced, and that's how you can tell a good Purrely player. It's just to see like how they interact with Zeus and engine stuff. Azalea, this card is amazing. This card, oh my god, this card won me most of my games today. This card is ridiculous. The second effect is when it battles, not when it attacks. By the way, shout out to the Unchained player who swung into this. Azalea is
we learning. We learning.
Ridiculous card. Anima, this card is in here to out Tikaboo, and that's literally the only reason. Is because yeah, so if you get Tikaboo on your level 1s, you can summon this, then summon another one to make Azalea. So that's basically it. I did it. I used it once. I took an Appaloosa with for 0. That was it. That was about it. And then the spice for the day.
And can you tell us why you play Lingaribo?
This Rescue Ace is scary. That's it.
And what does Rescue Ace like to do?
Give you Italy.
Yeah.
Yep. That's how. Oh, you learned that today? Yep. That's how that works out. Yeah, I mean that's just there for that. And like you'll see in that side deck, your extra space don't really matter. You have like 4 spots that you don't really care about. Best field center in the game. Best token in the game. I made this when I was in the 4th grade. Oh yeah. The side deck, the card that I had to explain 4 times to my round 8 Branded Chimera opponent. Shout out to him wherever he's at. 3 Ultimate Slayer. This card this card is incredible. It's really good, and then you have the targets for it. Just like the live twin stuff in this, it's insane. Like this card. So the theory was Druid Swarm was really bad right now. Because if you activate Druid Swarm, Nib, anything Unchained, they just go Thrust and set D-Barrier, and you're just like, oh great, I just fucked myself. Amazing. Which is like, it's fine. So you just play more board breakers, and I just wanted a card that could out Griffin and the inboard normally. If they just end on Caesar, it's still fine, because it's just a 1-for-1 for Caesar, which is like fine. You don't really care. This card was insane. This card had a 2 limit board. You go Ultimate Slayer, target the Rukalos, it bounces it, and you dump Intis and target the Baron. That was pretty funny. But besides that, yeah, Slayer was probably the best, one of the best cards in the side deck today. 2 Storm, 1 Duster. They're Duster Storm. Don't play Cosmic. You lose anti-spell anyway. You don't give a shit. This card never came in. It's just for the mirror match. I didn't play the mirror match. 3 cost outs also for the mirror match, but that card is funny in the mirror match. But that's about it. And then the best cards in my side deck: 1 Eclipse and 1 D-Barrier.
Look at that.
This is cross out targets. The only time this came up was in the draw phase. I'm playing against like the Furrely Runic deck. He goes Destruction, target your set card. I'm like, all right, chain cross out, call Book of Eclipse. He goes chain Book of Eclipse. And it happens. But yeah, that's the deck, man. It's super easy. Shout out Little Karibo. Shout out to Othi. Hey, I made a promise to this guy that he's a guy from Melon Barn. It's a music venue in Greer. I made a promise if I ever topped, I would have a token signed by him in it, because he's a musician, does UA cards in his sets and stuff. And then shout out to SC Rep in there. Best group in South Carolina. Yeah,
there we
that's
go.
the deck, man. More shout outs. Shout out Alien Card Games, my sponsor. The guy's right there. You got fucking, what'd you get?
14.
You suck. Shout out to them. Shout out to Bryce Johnson. He's great. Shout out to Austin Satterfield for letting me borrow 2 Ultimate Slayers. And that was about it. Yeah, that's Greenville.
Peace.